Hello and welcome back to another In the Dark episode of Hooky Hour, where I am literally in the dark. The only thing that is lighting my surroundings is my computer screen, as God intended. But also, as you can see on the bottom text, we are getting sucked back into the darkness because we picked up a package in the light for maybe 5 seconds, and now here we are once again, confiding in the dark. Once the door was shut, I found myself sucked back into a world of darkness. It hadn't even been 2 weeks, but the lack of light was beginning to become my normal. The outside world growing farther and farther away. Being holed up in here is definitely not good for me. I should go for a walk sometime. Maybe plant some flowers or vegetables. Yeah, I like that idea. Maybe I can grow that old tangle of roots into some fresh parsnip. What else do we have to plant? It'd be great if there were some flower seeds. Uh-oh. What are you doing? Open the box now. Oh, you know, it makes me wonder, that first scene, the first story, where the white-haired girl turns the rose from, what was it, white to red? And now there's red roses on the bottom right of the screen. Maybe the hints were there all along. I mean, it's also important to note that in that story, the maid was there too, for that particular scene. Like the white hair to red, like it actually gets coloration. Ah, that's cool. That is very fun to think about. I love it when authors do that. Throw in things that don't make sense quite yet. Or better yet, they do make sense for the context, but then you're given something else to think about. And suddenly, the context completely changes. Yeah, super cool. As you wish, Master. Oh, there's food inside? In the box was a burlap sack filled with berries, root vegetables, and smoked meats, as well as an assortment of bread, fruits, and wines. Aside from the fruit and bread, everything else was the same as what Michael kept in the cellar. And buried beneath the burlap sack was a single book. 1 book a month. He really hasn't gone outside in 10 years. It appears you have begun to grasp the situation. Yeah, but why? It's like 12. Please forgive me. Ahem. What is that? Hold on. I'm trying to figure out like what that light is. As like in the corner. It's like, oh, is it getting the blue from the, it might be getting the blue from the camera in my corner. It's very funny. If I were to, no, it doesn't really cover it. Okay, whatever. I don't have time for this. I don't know if it's even gonna show up in posts, but whatever. Yeah, but why? This was delivered by someone from your house, Master, wasn't it? It might be the... Oh, it might be the microphone it's getting. Aha! There it is. Alright, well, mystery solved. It's the microphone reflecting light. Hopefully that makes it a little more bearable. A servant, I assume. Why would they leave without saying anything? No one wants to talk to a cursed man. In the past, they would occasionally check on me, but that hasn't happened recently. They think you're cursed? Ah, right. You don't believe in curses. Then come up with your own explanation. An excuse for them to want to stay away from me. That, for example, I killed someone. Maybe I'm insane. I couldn't. Regardless, I'm not normal. Bring the food down to the cellar. The book to the library. You are, of course, free to refuse and run back off into the woods. I'll do it. Alright. Then you take care of that. Because I won't. Hey. What is it? I just noticed there's something else in here. It's wrapped in cloth. What could it be? Oh. Oh, a painting! For you to hang up somewhere in the house, I presume. Gasp. It's so dark, I can't see it very well, but I'm sure it's... Don't touch that! Oh man, he's got an angry expression. What? Michael, who had kept his distance from me until that point, suddenly marched over and ripped the painting from my grasp. Master? His face was twisted into a look I had never seen him make before. Was it indignation, disgust, hatred, panic? I couldn't tell, but there was more than enough negative pressure to cause me to flinch back. Is that painting perhaps, something important? A landscape painting. He muttered under his breath, the tension melting away from his face. So it is the painting that's still in the mansion. I was left looking at his usual blank, impenetrable expression. But his eyes were still fixated on the picture, staring at it unblinkingly. Why a landscape painting? Some kind of passive-aggressive message? It's not of anywhere nearby. Did they travel somewhere? Well, it's not of that girl's, so it's an improvement. Master? Oh, you're still here? Still here? Of course I'm still here. Who do you think you asked to take care of the package? What's with you, just running over and snatching the painting from me? You scared me. Could you maybe explain yourself? What's so special about that painting? I don't believe that's any of your business. I had to say, the back and forth between these two, very snappy. None of my... Of course it is! You ripped it out of my hands like I was some kind of thief. I have a right to know what that was all about, and maybe an apology while you're at it. You told me to open the box, so I did. Then all of a sudden you're angry. We are not equals. Do not mistake yourself for my friend. You have a right to know? You have no such thing. You don't have to be rude. I'll say it again. Leave if you don't like it here. I never asked for you to be here. That was your wish. My wish? Are you out of your mind? I never asked for this. I never wished for it. Who in their right mind would want to be sent to some house in the middle of nowhere? Who would ever want to go through that? No, calm down, Gazelle. You can't get angry. You're right. That is what I wanted. But I never wanted to make you mad, or for us to argue like this. I just wanted to get to know you better, to get closer to you. I mean, it would make things smoother for the both of us. It would make living together much more enjoyable for us. Listen carefully. This is very important for you to understand. Do not try to involve yourself with me. Do not go probing around for information. And if you can't do that, leave. It's starting to sound more like Jacopo at this point. I completely shut out. The glare he was giving me and the standoffish aura he was emanating were reflected in his tone of voice. Why? Why did he try to push me away like that? It seemed Gazelle really didn't know much about me, despite being here for my house. She was unaware of the monthly deliveries, as well as the reason why I lived in the mansion all by myself. Why, though? Would they have not told her anything? Why had she been sent here, left completely in the dark, get it? Gazelle looked up at me, fear and bewilderment in her eyes, though I thought I could see a glint of suspicion beneath it all. Like her true feelings were bubbling to the surface. Everyone had darkness in them they kept hidden. No one was exactly who they appeared to be. There's an imposter among us. She was undoubtedly thinking, I'm not here because I want to be. I knew from the moment I first saw her that her bubbly, sweet effect was all a facade. Had she thought I was dense enough to not realize? She was no different than anyone else. Sorry for the yawn. What I didn't understand, though, was why she refused to leave no matter how hard I pushed. What was she hiding beneath that innocent-looking face? Was it muscle? Was it, I don't know. Eyes, nostrils, brain. What was she thinking? What did she carry on her shoulders beside her head? Everyone is hiding something, deceiving those around them. I had to figure out what she really was. May I ask you something? Yes? On the day you arrived, you said you made a teeny-tiny mistake while working at my family's house. Tell me about that. What did you do at the Bollinger estate? Oh, Bollinger? We bowlin'? We ballin'? Brief though it was, her disposition wavered. Fear? Terror? No, perhaps anger. I couldn't tell. Nevertheless, it was abundantly clear that she was a subject, that was a subject she had no interest in me breaching. And so, she had borne her fangs. Man, this guy is just... he is not trusting of anyone. The smile she donned now was visibly forced. It's nothing you need to concern yourself with, Master. I promise it was an insignificant little thing. She couldn't say. Why couldn't she tell me? What had she done there? What did this woman know about that house? What did she know about me? What was concealed beneath that smile of hers? I am the master of this house, and you are a servant. And you still refuse to tell me. Like I said, it was nothing. There's no reason to bother you. The mere servant's personal blunders, Master. What are you hiding? I'm not hiding anything. Then you should be able to tell me exactly what you did at the Bollinger estate. Like I said. Tell me. Tell me. You won't tell me a thing about yourself, and yet you demand others tell you about themselves. Here you are, practically threatening me, demanding I tell you something I don't want to talk about, and yet you still haven't told me anything about the painting. Oh, so I was right. You do have something to hide. How many times must I repeat myself? We are not equals. I don't care if it's insignificant or something you don't want to talk about. What? I'm ordering you to tell me. A trifling blunder would not get someone sent to live with a cursed man in a house spoken of so unfavorably. Whatever she had done at the Bollinger estate, that had something to do with why she was here. If she truly hadn't done anything, then she had something to gain from this place, or possibly from me. And if that was the case, I had to get her to talk. Next time on Hooky Hour, we'll see where this conversation goes. So until then, I will see you. Bye!